Hey everyone, how are y'all doing today? It's me, your girl, Christy Love from the Girl Power Hour show. As I always like to do, just start off with the basics. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Girl Power Hour, just like that. If you're interested in being on the show, you can just simply DM me for the clear instructions on how you do that, and I'll give you the info. We're seeking anyone who has a story to tell, anyone of great talent, of great movements that is seeking exposure. I've been doing this show for a few years. We've been just been blessed to have viewers all around the world. I'm thankful that I'm still able to put out my creativity and, still shout out others in the process during COVID. When all of this clears up more, I will be returning back to a station and moving forward with things. But I'm just looking for creative people. I'm looking for people who need an outlet, for people who are just doing dope things. I do like to share, more high profile artists and entertainers and leaders and just great dope folk. But I show local. I show my friends, my family, people I know, people I've worked with. There's so much talent out here. And it's not always what you see on mainstream. One of my old jobs, shout out to City Winery, I got to just see so many concerts, so many genres, so many musicians, so many artists that are out here making a whole living, touring, you know what I mean, and just the bomb. And they're not people that you may see up and down your Instagram feed or hearing on radio 24/7 back to back, but they're dope. They're amazing. They're inspiring, and they're definitely getting their coin. So, something that I wanted to do real quick, a big part of my show was the spiritual part. I had put something on Facebook earlier. It was just a little status, and it was really on my heart to say that, being an artist, being an entertainer, being a person that deals in industries of beauty, of, art and music. And, it's kind of like the streets. A lot of people tell you entertainment, and we tend to draw people. It's kind of like people saying, "Oh, you're so beautiful. Why are you single?" Why, how, and why does the way a woman looks, or it's like saying a man is rich, why is he single? Just because you have a lot of prospects, just because you get a lot of attention, doesn't mean it's good. We have to learn how to differentiate that and what we hold our identity and security in. Because if it's how much likes we got, how beautiful we are, how many people we're dating, it can bring us down, because those are things that, come and go. The world is the world. They're gonna be loving you one second and shady the next. So I just like to find better ways to move ahead. So I said, kind of like in the past, I would be looking to reach out to people and connect with people. Oh, you play drums, I play bass. Oh, you can sing, I rap. Oh, you can do this, I can do that. So I was kind of pulling into people, and it just wasn't working. You know what I mean? It just wasn't lasting. It wasn't building up and moving forward. Sometimes there's a lot of motion. It is a lot of things going on, a lot of movement. Like they say, busy and productive are two different things. So sometimes there is a lot of moving and busyness, but what are you doing? What are you accomplishing? Are we being busy to, try to gain comfort, to get out of a discomfort of something we're feeling? Sometimes we have to dig deeper. We got to sit still. We have to meditate. We have to pray, to see how we move forward, how we permanently get rid of some of the things that we're dealing with. So that's more in the, being busy and not being productive, and watching who we attract and what we're seeking. So like I said before, as I have awakened more, I see that, it's not just for me to build with people who look like me. Just because you're black don't mean that we're meant to vibe together. Just because you're from DC or Southeast don't mean that we're the same. We're the same in a certain degree, but just because we both like the same singers doesn't mean that we're vibing in the same spirit. So now I look to see more so what people are about. What are you about? What are you doing? What are you working on? What is your goals? What is your purpose? Because our purpose has to align. If your purpose is just, I got to get rich because I got to get me a Birkin bag, you know what I mean? And I want to be driving this and that, and I want to be flying, I want to be... And my purpose is to heal people, to encourage, to motivate, my, what's the word I'm looking for? Like my kind of like inspiration is going to be different than yours. My willingness is going to be different. My sacrifice is going to be different, so I'm really eager to talk more about moving beyond the superficial, because what we see is just what we see. Just because somebody looks sane don't mean they are. Just because somebody's fly, they're driving nice cars, they're tip top from top to bottom. You understand? Just because someone seems calm and is quiet does not mean they're right in their spirit. Sometimes people gotta be extra tiptoey because they don't want their true spirit or personality to peep out. So those type of people don't fool me. Do you understand what I'm saying? I don't have a problem with flipping out sometimes or speaking my mind, because I am confident of who I serve is God. I know I'm a good person. So if I gotta check the shit out of you one day, excuse my expression, it is what it is. But it's just, a little too, that's not proving that you're of good purpose. And I'm not saying this to, oh, you're bad, you're good. I'm saying this to not prove, but to further exaggerate my point that we have to move beyond the superficial, what we see. If we want a better life, if we want peace, if we want to keep growing spiritually in a divine manner. So those are just some of the things on my heart today, starting off this Monday, just being focused, just getting more quiet time. For me, myself, I'm an artist. I got all types of stuff going on. I got half my fashion book open. I'm writing notes for my show. I'm working on some music stuff. I'm about to finish up this weave I got going on here, so it's a process for me. It takes me to start like meditating and getting in my zone early last week to be flowing through this week to really start to, work and develop. So I want to encourage my artists, don't be afraid to be alone, to separate, to hear you. If you're constantly in noise and distraction, you cannot hear what you need to hear. You can't hear your new ideas. You know what I mean? There's so much to pay attention to right now. So I just want to encourage you to take that quiet time and see y'all later. I'm going to get with y'all. I'm going to do that another time. I'm going to cut this TV off. I'm going to stop listening to, Drake and Lil Baby all day. I'm about to work on my stuff, so that's what I want to encourage people to do. That is, wait, I don't know what that says. Pray in advance. Definitely. So I just want to keep y'all encouraged. I want to keep y'all inspired. I actually was trying to play a song for you because a huge part of my show was, I like to do a daily bread every day, and I like to play a gospel song. Oh, I love gospel music. I love the Clark Sisters. I love what's my favorite? Mahalia Jackson. I like the old school. I'm trying to get more into the new school. I used to sing in the sanctuary choir. Shout out to Great Amount Calvary. They think I'm just a trip, but I love y'all, and they're a huge supporter. One thing about my old church, this is what a church should do for you. It should not make you a church addict where you have to go every week. You have to go to every event. You can't wait to go to church on Sunday so people can see you. That's not what a good church does. It's like therapy. You shouldn't have to keep going and keep going and keep going. You either going to make the changes you need, or you're just you're repeating these scripts. A lot of times we're just repeating scripts. We're going in a circle. I ain't for the circle. I'm even going back, or I'm going up. I am not for the circle. Play Yolanda Adams. The battle is not yours. Yes. Oh, I got you. So, yeah, that's what I'm saying here. I done got distracted. But yeah, what was I saying? What was I saying? I'm not worried about it. But like he said, the battle is not ours, it's God. You still brought me back to a good point where I can wrap this up and come back on and we're going to get into some songs. Oh yeah, I was talking about why I love the gospel music. The Clark Sisters, I got into it from an old neighbor of mine. Oh, it's so uplifting. They just do something to my spirit. From the old stuff to the new stuff, they're heavily anointed. They are the bomb. They're one gospel group who actually was topping the charts, for regular music. I don't know why we have to separate everything so much, but my point is this. We all should have a song that we can play to lift our spirits. Music was created to lift us, to move us, to teach us. You know what I mean? It's not just about shaking and dancing and popping and talking garbage, because that's a lot of what we're feeding our spirits and our minds today. A bunch of garbage. So my thing is, music can change the atmosphere. Music can change how you feeling. Music can change a nation. Do you understand what I'm saying? When they came out, say it loud. I'm black and I'm proud. Do you understand? It's not just, oh, excuse my coochie's wet. I'm wearing this. I'm rocking this. I'm shooting up niggas. Like, that is getting in our spirits. People are acting just like the music they're listening to. And I just be like, really? That's what it is? So, I'm trying to find my creative ways to teach and inspire. Not just, I don't want people to feel like, oh, you're preachy, you're talking down on people. It goes back to the song My Brother Wants to Hear here. The battle is not yours. The battle ain't mine. All that battle ain't mine. It ain't mine to be arguing with people, to be trying to make you see things my way. I can only tell you what God's doing for me, what he's done for me, what it's doing for my life, what it can do for you. That's who I am. I'm a person who was lost and is now found. So I'm not just like, I was lost, now I'm found, you're lost, boo-hoo, I'm better than you. That's the vibe a lot of people have. But that's not why we're blessed. We're blessed to say, I was lost, now I'm found. You're lost, take my hand. Let me guide you. That's what life is. That's of a good spirit. A lot of people, they like you long as you right there and you up here, and they can teach you and they can manipulate you and use you and, quote a God, I'm blessed and highly favored. Too bad you're hungry. That's not of God. That's religion. That's not of a spiritual power. When you empowered, you empower that person sitting next to you. It's not, I'm up, you're down, I'm your God. We got a lot of that going on. People want the praise. The praise is for God. When you wake up, going back to what I said, you should have a song that you can put on that's going to push you through before you leave your room, before you leave your home, before you leave your car. Do you understand? Have your power song. Have your power mode. It's real out here. Energies are flying rampantly, especially during COVID, especially with Black Lives Matters crisis and all of this police brutality going on. Our kids are out here dying. The youth are just all over the place a bit. I'm speaking it real. We need the prayer. We need the songs. It's a spiritual warfare. It's spiritual first. You don't feel trouble before trouble comes. You don't look at a person and feel a vibe. That's your spirit. Oh, their lashes are beat. Their hair's laid. Their nails are just spectacular. What are you wearing? Who are you, though? Oh, you're driving what? But who are you, though? Oh, you live where? But what do you serve? Who do you serve? What are you about? Let's start going deep. That's what the Girl Power Hour was about. Those are the conversations I'm looking to have. We get lighthearted. We have fun. We do jokes. You understand? That's just who we are. But nevertheless, we're going to work on putting first things first this fall. I might call it that. First things first, fall 2020. I don't know. But I'm going to holler back, because one thing I know for sure, when you're working for the Lord, when you're trying to do anything good, when you're trying to push through, when you're in your zone, it's always going to be opposition. That's just the yin and the yang. So I'm working with like 3 phones here. My iPhone, my old phone. This is the phone I'm going to play my music from, because it's all about uplifting. But this joint talking about reboot. That's this type of stuff happen. That's why I gotta give me a assistant I can yell at. Get that thing working. But now it's just me. So give me a second. We're gonna come back. It's 1:53. Give me to 2 o'clock, my loves. I'll be back on and we're going to play some inspirational music to just bust up this negative demonic energy, anything against you, anything on you, anything bothering you. We're gonna bust it up with some music. Not no weed, not no drinks, not no sex, not no calling people, telling them all your problems. We're gonna bust it up in the spirit. I'll be back. I love y'all. Appreciate you. Spread the word. 2 o'clock. Boop, y'all.